set. Five. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the pre-bid conference for the following projects: 23 GF00009, purchase of penetration asphalt and emulsified asphalt under PR number 2024-02-037 dated 2/19/2024 for Rivers Regional Office 5. Also, 23 GF00030, purchase of quick dry enamel white, quick dry black, latex city gloss white, latex city gloss black, primer paint thinner, pavement markings, reflectorized traffic paint white, pavement markings, reflectorized traffic paint yellow, and glass beads under PR number 2024-02-039 dated 2/19/2024 for Region 5. So in attendance for this pre-bid conference are the following: yours truly as the VAC chairperson, Chief of the Administrative Division, Dr. Maria Fedora Pilo Santas, also Engineer Nelson Bisereno, the VAC Vice Chairperson, also the Chief of the Equipment Management Division, Engineer Benjamin Benji Chibwetri Jr., VAC regular member, and the Chief of the Quality Assurance Hydrology Division. We also have the Chief of the Maintenance Division, provisional member, can attend consultancy, also infra, and of course goods. We also have Engineer Raymond Pacificoya, the Assistant Division Chief of the Maintenance Division, the end user, and also we have Mr. Paulo Palmones, VAC Secretariat, and we also have Engineer Lynette Grafita, the VAC Head Secretariat, together with Engineer Maylene Altarejas. So for this, we have this pre-bid conference for contract ID 23GF00029 and 23GF00030 for goods and services. Brief and basic contract data: 23GF00029, purchase of penetration asphalt and emulsified asphalt, PR number 2024-02-037, dated 2/19/2024 for Vitas Regional Office 5. We also have 23GF00030, purchase of quick dry enamel white, quick dry enamel black, latex semi-gloss white, latex semi-gloss black, primer paint thinner, pavement markings, reflectorized traffic paint white, pavement markings, reflectorized traffic paint yellow, and glass beads. PR number 2024-02-039 dated 2/19/2024 for Region 5. For eligibility requirements: Class A legal documents, updated field tip certificate of platinum registration and membership, mayor's business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of the prospective village is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. In cases of recently expired mayor's business permits, the official receipts proves that the bidder has applied for renewal within the period prescribed by the concerned local government unit shall be accepted in updating the village's platinum registration, which is also deemed temporarily expired per GPPB Resolution Number 15 Series of 2021. The updated pilgrim's registration shall be submitted in the technical document component of the bid to be considered eligible. The renewed mayor's business permit shall also be submitted as a post-qualification requirement in accordance with Section 34.2 of the IRR of RA 9184. The same shall apply to the other Class A eligibility documents. For Class A legal documents, statement of ongoing and similar related government and private contracts, SLCC, more than or equal to 50% of contract to be bid. Income tax return of the preceding year filed and paid in accordance with the latest BIR registrations. computation of net financial contracting capacity. Also for Class B documents, if applicable, valid joint venture agreement or GBA in case the joint venture is already in existence. In the absence of a GBA, duly notarized statements for all potential joint venture partners should be included in the bid, stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GBA in the event that the bid is successful, shall be included in the bid, and information provided therein are true and correct. If joint venture agreement, bid security as applicable, bid securing declaration, technical specifications, production, delivery schedule, warranty certificate, brochures of offered equipment or goods, and omnibus sort statement. Duly signed for the financial performance, duly signed bid prices in the deal of quantities, breakdown comprised of the narrative bid form, and price schedule for goods offered. Also the recurring and maintenance cost if applicable. Further instructions, clarifications, and the submission of eligibility, technical, and financial documents. For those who wish to use bid securing declaration or BSD as bid security, use the new format for Department Memorandum Circular 85 Series of 2020 uploaded in the Philippines and DPWH websites. Similarly, use the uploaded new omnibus sort statement format that contains addendum enclosed pertaining to the declaration of non-inclusion in the blacklist and an additional declaration as clause 10 pertaining to the advance payment. Review documents to be submitted to avoid ineligibility and non-compliance of it. Check the validity of permits, licenses, registrations, and clearances. Check the completeness as to the form and substance of the bid security, affidavits, declarations, and other notarized documents. In the event of any expired Class A documents, the Philippines Platinum registration and membership certificate is also deemed temporarily expired until such time that the expired document is updated in the Philippines per GP3B Resolution number 15-2021, dated 14 October 2021. Preliminary examination of bids shall be conducted in accordance with Section 30 of the revised IRR of RA 9184. Bids that fail to include any requirement from the checklist or are incomplete or patently insufficient shall be considered as failed. Further instructions, clarifications on the submission of technical and financial documents. Detailed evaluation of bids shall be in accordance with Section 32 of the revised IRR of RA 9184. Bids shall be checked as to completeness. Arithmetical correction will be performed on computational errors, and omissions will be corrected to enable proper comparison and equal footing of all eligible bids. In case of discrepancies between bid prices and figures in inwards, the latter shall prevail. Erasures and termination, overwriting, and alterations in any document will be signed, initialed by the authorized managing officer. All entries required in the price schedule for goods offered, such as those for the unit price and the total price in words and in figure in the bid form. Absence of any of the said required entries will be crowned for non-compliance finding on the bid and shall be considered violation under 3.B.4 of BO number 28, series of 2024. 3. Strike policy in the procurement of infrastructure, goods, and consulting services contracts. The resulting total after correction of errors and omissions, if there are any, shall be considered as the corrected bid. Award shall be made to the submitted bid price or its calculated corrected bid price, whichever is lower. Bidders were reminded of the recurring and maintenance costs which cause the failure of bidding of the procurement of goods. Bidders are also reminded that recurring and maintenance costs refers to costs that will be incurred after warranty to restore the equipment into its good running condition. Brief explanation and the criteria for eligibility screening. Preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, and cost qualification. Cost qualification shall be conducted in accordance with Rule 10 Post qualification of the IRR of RA 9184. Verification, validation, and ascertainment of all statements made in documents submitted by the bidder with the lowest calculated bid using non-discretionary criteria as stated in the bidding documents covering the legal, technical, and financial requirements. The provisions of the revised IRR of RA 9184 in the DPWH Procurement Manual for Goods and Services shall govern the procurement. Instruction in the purchase of bidding documents. Only the owner of the firm or the authorized representatives with special power of attorney or secretary certificate, whoever is applicable, shall be allowed to transact business relative to bidding matters and purchase bidding documents per DO 176 series of 1993 and as related and DO 197 series of 2001. The authorized representatives issued with SPA or secretary certificate shall be required to present two valid government-issued identification cards or IDs and a print-out copy of the document request list or DRL from the previous posting of the contract to be bid showing the name of their firm. The bank secretariat will not be responsible for the failure by the bidder to pay the bidding document in time to the bid dropping due to late arrival, delayed processing of the order of payment, and delayed payment of the bidding documents. Only the bank chairman may cancel and or revise the duly signed letter of authority to purchase bid documents. Instruction in submission and dropping of bids. Follow the checklist of eligibility and technical and financial document requirements uploaded with the bidding documents for the contract to be bid out. Absence of any required document shall be considered as failure of compliance of the required document in non-compliance of the bid. Chronologically arrange the documents in accordance with the checklist for the technical and financial documents. Provide and extant pagination and securely bind the documents. Affix initial on all the pages of the documents. The initials on the pages together with the pagination affirm the authenticity of the pages that they are indeed part of the submitted bid documents. Of course, the advance dropping of bidding documents is not allowed and can be dropped or accepted only on the scheduled date specified in the invitation to bid. Submit duly signed original in one machine copy of the bid documents. Machine copies of the documents must be from the original. Place the original technical document in an envelope and securely seal it. Put a marking on the envelope containing the following text: original eligibility and technical document, the name of the bank chairman in the name and address of the procuring entity, the contract ID in the name of the project, and indicate them finally. Do not open before 10 a.m. of March 19, 2024. Huh? Okay, do the same with the original financial documents. Put both the original technical and financial envelopes into one outer envelope. Label the outer envelope as original bid, including with the other text for the marking. Do the same about procedures for the copy by marking the envelope as copy 1 for the technical and financial envelopes as well as the outer envelope. Place the envelopes labeled original bid and copy 1 in one mother envelope and put the marking containing the text, name of the bank chairman, in the name and address of the procuring entity, the Securities and Exchange Commission for corporate organizations, the Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship, or the Cooperative Development Authority for cooperatives. Number 2 is vendors or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of the respective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. In cases of the result of expired mayors as business permits, it shall be accepted together with the official receipt as proof that the bidder has applied for renewal within the period prescribed in the concerned local government unit. Parang na-doble po.
Opo, sa kaya ay hindi na relevant ngayon kasi ano na lang tayo ngayon, yung previous registration.
Oo, pakibago.
So, wag na yan, hindi na Parang naulit din lang yan.
Opo. Class A documents, legal law, tax, sales, for example, order to repay, ibigin na lang yung mga portion na yun.
Practically, dapat tapos na tayo kasi nalulong ka na sa submission review.
Bakit na ulit sa kanila?
Dapat hanapin mo yung may mga envelope. Ano? Hanggang doon na ito. Yan, ganyan na lang.
Instruction and submission and drafting of bids. You must have another envelope containing the outer envelope and of course with the original eligibility and technical documents and financial documents. The other outer envelope, which is copy one, must also contain the eligibility and technical documents and technical financial documents.
So,
Okay.
yun na yun. Okay, ang ganda na lang kasi baka mali ko sila doon sa last na present natin. Ang i-reiterate natin is that ang titingnan na lang natin is we are giving premium doon sa PhilGAP's registration. Any document na nag-expire sa Class A document, kailangan ay i-update sa PhilGAP's. Kasi as explained kanina, yung PhilGAP's registration will also be deemed expired pag isa doon sa Class A document doon ay expired. So para ma-activate uli yung inyong PhilGAP's registration, kailangan i-renew ninyo yung nag-expire and then i-update ninyo sa PhilGAP's. At yung updated PhilGAP's registration, yun yung tatanggapin natin sa as part of the technical document. Eligibility document, I mean. So, yun. Okay, may ka-clarify lang ako, may i-reiterate lang akong point pertaining to the technical specification proposal. Itong technical specification proposal, kasama itong form na ito sa i-upload. At ito yung gagamitin ninyong form where nakalagay dito yung DPWH specification. Unang column is item or lot number, pangalawa is DPWH specification. And then yung pangatlo, ito yung column na wherein doon kayo maglalagay kung complied kayo sa specification or not. Pag naglagay kayo ng compliance doon, merong instruction dito, babasahin ko yung relevant instruction dito. Okay. Let me just read through. Bidders must state here either comply or not comply against each of the individual parameters of each specification, stating the corresponding performance parameter of the equipment or goods offered. Statements of comply or not comply must be supported by evidence in the bidder's bid and cross-reference to that evidence. Evidence shall be in the form of manufacturer's unamended sales literature, unconditional statements of specification and compliance issued by the manufacturer, samples, independent test data, etc. as appropriate. So, this is one of the reasons kung bakit sa ating requirements sa technical document, kailangan yung brochure. Kasi doon sa brochure, karamihan sa brochure, naka-indicate doon yung specification ng produkto ninyo at doon makikita kung nagmamatch siya dito sa produktong gustong bilhin namin. So pag naglagay kayo dito ng comply, titingnan nyo doon sa brochure at i-compare kung talagang compliant kayo. But for this procurement, dito sa asphalt cement, penetration asphalt, and emulsified asphalt, ang kailangan dito ay, yung sinasabi dito na independent test data. Kailangan dito yung babasahin ko ulit yung relevant dito. It shall be in the form of manufacturer's unamended sales literature and conditional statements of specification. Doon sa, dahil asfalto ito, doon sa brochure ninyo, dapat nakalagay doon yung kung anong specification ang pinasahan ng asphalt na yon. At dapat meron siyang supporting evidence in the form of independent test data. Okay? So, what I'm saying is dapat meron kayong supporting test report coming from a third party na that will support yung claim ninyo na yung asfalto nyo ay pasado sa specification ng DPWH na nakalagay dito na naka-enumerate. The same is true with yung procurement natin ng pintura. You will do the same. Kailangan yung suportahan yung claim ninyo na yung asfalto ninyo ay pasado per DPWH specification through an independent test report. Okay? So we've been through this before. Nagkakagulo-gulo nga tayo dahil hindi ninyo maintindihan itong part ng specification namin. But you have to comply. So hahanapin namin yung kung ano man yung specification na kinumplayan ninyo, and then yung test report pertaining to those specification na yun. Para may confirmation yung sinasabi nyo dito sa technical specification proposal na compliant kayo. Kasi ilalagay nyo dito is comply. Pakta nyo kami ng proof na complied nga kayo dito. Yun yung binanggit ko. Yung test report na yun. Okay? I hope I have made things clear pertaining to that. Kasi during the bidding, sasabihin nyo comply, may brochure kayo. During opening, ano lang naman tayo, di ba? Presence and absence of document. Pero pagdating sa post-qualification, titingnan lahat yun. I-validate lahat yun kung talagang yung kiniklaim yung compliant kayo is talagang totoo, supported with a test report. Sa post-qualification, doon makikita kung talagang tama yung claim ninyo. Compliant kayo. At pagkatama, then post-qualified kayo. Along with other requirements, of course, na kailangan i-check. At pagka mali yung nilagay ninyo, nag-claim kayo na compliant siya, pero yung test report ninyo shows na hindi, of course, post-disqualified kayo. So I hope malinaw yung criteria natin pertaining to this specification. So yun lang po, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Sir Bench. And from the end user, do you have any addendum to your specs?
Wala na.
Vice Chair?
Pala yung specs nila na reflect na dito, DPWH inspection. Ito yung ipapantayan nila, ito yung dapat naman nila, ma-comply nila ang specification.
Thank you. So, there will be no other concerns and further deliberation on that or any addendum, this pre-bid conference is now adjourned. Thank you all for joining us. And if there are viewers, wala na.
Walang question?
Wala po, sir.
Okay. Yung question naman, pwede kayong magtanong within 10 calendar days before the bid drafting opening. Okay? Si Lisa.
Naka-off ka na na.
Di pa po. Di pa po. Off ko po, ma'am.
Naka-off ka na.
Wait lang po.